class we have discussed about parallel port. Now class discuss serial port. All of you mute yourselves. Parallel port. Okay. The last time we have discussed about keyboard to processor transmission. Now the transmission between processor to printer. In the similar manner, just opposite direction. That is the keyboard to the printer, keyboard to the processor, that is the rear operation. Now this is the right operation. Printer is connected to a processor using a parallel port. This is called port. Okay. Interface, one side of the interface is known as port under. Another side of the interface is connected the processor. Okay. Through one side of the interface, the parallel port, we have connected the printer circuit. On the processor side, the interface consists of data lines. This one data line and the address line, and the address line, control right operation, and the master ready and slave ready signal. Master ready, slave ready signals. Master nothing but that is master is who initiates the transfer is called the master, and the data given, the responded device is known as slave. Okay, master ready and slave ready signal. One side of the interface consists of the bus lines connected to the processor, and one side of the interface is known as port. Okay, in the port there are two types: parallel port and serial port, and which has the data lines and valid signal, ideal signal. Okay, that is printer. Ideal signal is used when the printer is ideal. Ideal nothing but when it is free. When the printer is free or ideal, it sends signal to the interface circuit. I am ready to print. అంటే నేను ప్రింట్ చేయడానికి రెడీగా ఉన్నానని చెప్పడం. When the printer is in ideal state, the printer is sending the ఎవరమ్మా మ్యూట్ చేయండి. It's sending the ideal signal, and then sending the slave signal to the processor, and the processor is placing the address of the printer circuit and the data, whatever the data printed on the paper, that is placed on the data line, and that will be a read or write operation. That is write operation. If it is line will be 0, if it is read operation line will be 1. Okay, and the data is first transferred to the data out register. KAMAR print చేయాలనుకున్నాను. First the data is transferred to the data out register, and initially the S out flag is 1 ఉంటుంది. S out flag 1 nothing but the printer is ready to print the data. After sending the data from the processor to data out register, the assert flag 0, and then the interface sending the when data is available in the data out register, the interface sending the valid signal to the processor printer circuit. Then the printer is receiving the data from the data out register through the data lines and printed on the printer to processor to printer operation using parallel port. Same on the printer side, the ideal signal which printer accepts when it is ready to accept. The when printer is accept, it's sending ideal signal to the interface circuit. Okay. And this causes the assert flag 1. Typically, the assert flag must be 1. When it is sending me the ideal signal interface circuit, at the same time, the assert flag is set to 1. That means చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. బట్ మరి అందరూ ఉన్నారు బట్ చూడు ideal signal send it to the interface circuit. Then the printer is ready to print the data. Okay. At the same time, the assert flag set to 1. If assert flag set to 1, nothing but the printer is ideal or free to print the characters. The processor places a new character into data out register. Okay, the processor is placing the new character through data lines into data out register. And then after receiving the data out register, the interface is sending a valid signal. That is, a new character is placed in the data out register. Please print the data. And valid signal accepted by the interface circuit when it places a new character on the data line. And the data character is printed on the paper. Okay, same. Serial port. Serial port is used to connect the processor to I/O device that require transmission of data 1 bit at a time. Okay, it is 1 by 1. The 8 bits are transmitted 1 by 1. Then it is called first 0th bit, next first bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth bit, sixth bit, seventh bit, and 8th bit. 1 by 1 bits are transmitted through a single line. Through a single line, it is called 8 lines are there through which 8 bits are transmitted at a time. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. 8 bits are transmitted at a time. This is called parallel transmission. This is called serial transmission. Okay. which one bit can be transmitted. 0th bit, the 0 bit is transmitted and 0 received. Next one is transmitted and one is received. Like that, last 0 bit is transmitted. This is called serial transmission. Serial port is used to connect the processor to I/O device that require transmission of data one bit at a time. Serial port communicates a bit serial fashion on device side and bit parallel fashion on the bus side. Okay. The process here is process is the interface circuit and this is the device. Process. Communication is always parallel transmission only. Interface to the process. The communication is always parallel communication. Whereas from device to interface, depending on the port, depending available, that must be either parallel transmission or serial transmission. If it is parallel port, it is parallel transmission. If it is serial port, the device to the interface, it is serial. So the serial port communicates in a bit serial fashion on the device side. On the device side, it is transmitted in a serial manner and bit parallel fashion on the bus side. Through processor connected the bus lines, through the processor side, it will be communicated only parallel fashion only. The processor is a parallel processor. The transformation between the parallel and serial format is achieved with the shift registers that have parallel access capability. And మీరు డివైస్ నుంచి ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కి సీరియల్ గా ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తారు. ఆ సీరియల్ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ ని ప్యారలల్ గా షిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి ప్యారలల్ గా చేంజ్ చేయడానికి యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ షిఫ్ట్ రిజిస్టర్. You have to use shift register and that will be available in the interface only. Okay, included in the interface circuits, which converts the serial data into parallel data. Then the parallel from the interface to the processor, the data is transmitted very quickly depending on the parallel transmission. Serial interface requires fewer lines and hence serial interfaces requires fewer lines computer. So the number of lines are very less in case of serial port. Long distance now to use the serial communication because less number of lines are required. So speed of transmission of the data over serial interface is known as the bit rate. Okay, speed of transmission of data over phase is known as bit rate. Bit rate depends on the nature of the device is connected. And depending on the speed of the device, the bit rate can be dependent on the speed of the device. The device is very fast device like magnetic disk, the bit rate is very high. The bit rate nothing but the number of bits transmitted per second is called bit rate. The number of bits transmitted per second is called bit rate. And for it depends on the speed of the device. If it is a fast device, the bit rate is very high. If it is a slow device, the bit rate is very low. Okay. In order to accommodate devices with a range of speeds, a serial interface must be able to use a range of clock speeds. Depending on the speed of the devices, different range of clock speeds are there. Okay. Several standard serial interfaces have been developed. UART. UART nothing but Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transfer for low speed serial devices and RS-232 cable for connection of communication links. There are several standard serial interfaces are there. IO devices are connected to a computer using interface circuit. Okay, by using interface circuits, you have to connect the IO devices. Like your data cable, we are connected the mobile to a PC. In similar manner, the IO devices are connected using an interface circuit. Okay. Do we have to design different interface for every combination of IO device or computer? Okay, but it is not practically. It is developed standard interface and protocols. A personal computer has a motherboard which has outside and lower interfaces are there. Motherboard. Interface can be plugged. The processor bus is defined by the signals on the process which require high-speed connection to the processor are connected directly to the bus. Okay. Because of electrical reasons, only few devices can be connected directly to the processor bus. Direct గా processor bus connect చేసేది కొన్ని devices మాత్రమే ఉంటాయి. Okay. Because of electrical reasons. Motherboard usually provides another bus that can support more devices. In addition to the processor bus kaakunda, there will be another bus will be there that connects more devices. Processor bus and the other bus called expansion bus. The second bus is known as expansion bus. Are interconnected by a circuit called bridge. Okay, the circuit called a bridge circuit will be there that connects the processor bus and the expansion bus. Okay. Design of a processor bus is only tied to the architecture of the processor. Processor bus design is nothing but that depends on the architecture of the processor dependent. Expansion bus, however, can have uniform standard defined. A number of standards have been developed for the expansion bus. Some have evolved by default. For example, IBM's industry standard architecture. The examples for the expansion bus. Three widely used bus standards. These are general expansion bus and PCI bus, peripheral component interconnect bus, and a SC, say, small computer system interface bus. And the last one is USB cable. All we have known, very known, the USB universal serial bus, USB cable. Okay, to connect the processor, we have used the USB universal serial bus and PCI and SCI bus. This is how we are using the different types of extension bus and processor bus. This is the processor circuit. This is the main memory. Both are transmitted. Processor and main memory are both are communicated using the processor. Okay, used for transmission of the data from memory to processor. And the bridge circuit. The bridge circuit translates protocols and signals from processor bus to the PCI bus. This is processor bus and this is called expansion bus. Okay, this is called expansion bus and this is known as processor. Both are connected by the bridge circuit. The bridge circuit translates the signals This one is bridge. And to the PC and the extension bus, the motherboard you have to add so many additional memory, interface and USB controller and ASP interface. ID for connecting the disk. USB controller, we have the video and keyboard gaming. PCI bus, component interconnect bus. PCI peripheral component interconnect bus. The low cost bus. Processor independent processor connected to processor independent. Plug and play capability. And today's computers most memory data from memory from secondary memory devices you have to transfer. PCI bus. The bus supports three independent address spaces, memory, I/O, and configuration. The master is called initiator. Who initiates the transmitter in transmission is known as the master. The address device is called slave or target device. Here in this case, the target device. Okay, master and target. Okay. These are the transfer signals then the PCS. Okay. Signal frame address AD. Device and device select. the read operation on the PCI bus. The device configuration. For NIO device, to convert several PCI incorporates each IO device interface a small configuration ROM memory that stores information about that device. Like a small ROM read-only memory will be there that just stores the information. For each IO device, there is a one small configuration IO ROM memory there. Okay, the configuration ROMs of all devices are accessible in the configuration address space. The PCI initialization software reads the ROM. These ROMs determines whether the device is a printer or a keyboard or Ethernet interface or a disk controller, depending on the software. The PC initialization software reads these ROMs. Okay, and it can further learn about various device options and characteristics. Devices are assigned addresses during the initialization process. Electrical characteristics PCI bus has been defined for operator with either 5 volts or 3.3 volts power supply. Generally 5 volts or 3.3 volts. The next class we have discussed about SCI bus. Okay.